Well, hello and welcome, people of the internet, back to some more Those Who Rule. If this is your first time checking out the series with us, down below in the description is a playlist to the full playlist of the entire Let's Play here of Those Who Rule. And if this is not your first time here, in the last episode, oh boy, that was a battle for my life. We went into, I'm going to be honest, I don't know exactly where we were, but Wesley had an idea that there was someone locked away who could help us kind of overturn this corrupt government that we're trying to fight, who's kind of like doing some shady dealings with Iroquois, who we're supposed to be at peace with, but is kind of we're not at peace with. It's a whole political thing, and it turns out, spoiler alert, in case you haven't played the game yet, it was the king's son, Prince Rurik, who initially started a rebellion, started a civil war with Infern, or so we're told. Victory is written by the winners, so that might not be the full story. Seems like Wesley knows a little bit more about what actually went on, and this Prince Rurik might be the key that we need to help turn the people against Crawford and the current king and kind of help overturn them, so it seems right now. But yeah, we also found Elias's father down here. Elias was abandoned. His father was kind of ordered to leave the Rangers. I didn't get a full grip of what was going on with the story, but basically he abandoned his family, and then they connected. Elias has some deep-seated issues. I still think he's a spy. I still think something else is going on with him. I don't know what it is, because he didn't know his father was there, and he's still acting a little shady. So I don't fully know what's going on with him, but something is going on with Elias. But we did make it out. We have Rurik with us. Hopefully he joins us, because he looks like a freaking beast. But honestly, hopefully he doesn't, because I don't have any more space. If you want to see like a full team breakdown, we went over an entire breakdown in the last episode. It was like 20-30 minutes going over the different squads that I have set up, the different builds. And all that right at the beginning of the last episode. So check that out if you haven't already. Now, before we actually jump in, there's a not necessarily a sizable game update right now. There was a small update. We're currently in 1.1.3. In the last episode, we were in 1.1.2. There's a bunch of like little bug changes, quality of life changes. The big one, or the couple big ones that I can think of, so we're gonna have the Steam page up while I talk about this, but there's one that makes it so that exhausted or already used units are a little bit more clear that you've already used them. Apparently people were having issues distinguishing between the grayed out units and normal units, so apparently there's a new animation and then a symbol below them to kind of symbolize that, hey, you've already used this character. There are now heavy bandages in the shop starting in chapter 9, which is great. Currently the only way to get those, I think, were on like Salvatore and Douglas, some of the later joining characters, although heavy bandages may show up in the shop later, so we might have just adjusted when those bandages show up. 2 spears came in late and a little underpowered, so giving them a boost. So serrated and taunting spears, the 2 spears that I actually wanted to have refinements on, now have 1 refinement slot, so that is a nice change to see. A bunch of other little small fixes, and now what is currently not added into the game but is going to be into the game, the developer hosted a community item, not really giveaway, contest, I guess. So people basically submitted different items, different weapons, shields, all kinds of stuff, to see what people liked, and people voted on it. And so these are the winners. We'll go over these, and like I said, these will be on screen for you guys to see. So 3 weapons. I don't know what the criteria was to win. Perhaps you needed a certain number of votes, or perhaps it was just like the top 3. So new weapons, Ufel is a bow that has healing charges based on killed enemies. You also gain strength and speed if the user has SS rank in bows. So if you got a good bow user, hey, now you have kind of a, honestly, kind of like what I was talking about in the last episode, which is I wanted like a bard character that was more range based, that could offer some support from the backline and heal. And right now all of our backline supports are all melee. Like Talon and Corvin don't have access to bows, which is really sad. Now, obviously this doesn't help them, but what does help them is the next one, throwing knives, sword with throwable charges. So that's super nice. So while they don't have access to bows, they do have access to throwing knives. That's kind of nice. We also have javelins, which is basically the same thing. Throwable spear. Very nice to see some melee weapons that can now act as a ranged weapon, and just for your more, melee based classes that maybe are sitting in the back, give them a range option. Totally nice to see that. For shields, while technically not a shield, it is an offhand item. Parrying dagger, a low block shield that gives extra damage and dodge. So will probably be pretty cool for those rogue characters, because honestly, like Shiva and Cassidy, who I don't remember if I think he starts as like a rogue, because I know we could have made anyway. Those types of characters having additional dodge, I think, will be very nice. So that way they don't have to rely on block, because you kind of want your thieves to be very evasive. So that'll be nice to have there. Also giving them some extra damage, right? We were kind of finding that like Shiva didn't really do a whole lot of damage. Holy Kite Shield. This is an interesting one. Shield with total block equal to your carry weight or your endurance. Regen is unused carry weight. That is interesting, because obviously you can get a shield with really high block depending on where you get this in the game, but depending on how much endurance you have, you might not actually regen a bunch of block. So that's going to be an interesting one to see. Swordbreaker is another shield, another kind of parrying dagger that staggers enemies when you dodge. So that might even be a better one than parrying dagger. We'll see. A few items here, a weapon training manual, double weapon XP. Will probably not be able to be used on Ileana, because then she's getting quadruple weapon training XP. I totally understand that. Really nice one to have here, actually. Hopefully that's added and you can get that pretty early on in the game. That would be super helpful. You know, we're kind of getting to the end of the game here, and I'm noticing that a lot of my units with weapon types that I want them to have, I just don't really have a lot of time to train them. Coin pouch, basically Melanie's passive. Very nice. Right now, she's the only character that you kind of run into this situation where, because you want to get kills with her in order to get money, you kind of like are feeding her a ton of kills, and it's going to be a little bit unbalanced. So having coin pouch on another character, or coin pouch isn't currently in the game, but having that effect on another character will be really nice. And cloak, extra evasion, just a really nice item to have. There's really not a lot of items for like rogue characters right now, so that'll be a nice one to see there. However, the developer did note they'll have to monitor the numbers for dodge tanks, which I totally understand. Dodge tanks are very powerful. Honestly, funny enough, when I played Unicorn Overlord, one of my better, like, you have all these massive hoplites with huge tower shields, and one of the best tanks in that game is Travis, the scrawny little thief, because just like no one can hit him. There are a few refinements here. So featherweight, gain attack and hit based on unused carry weight. Looks like might need to cap it. So obviously, well, give me 2 seconds here. Vampiric deals less damage, but you heal for a percentage that you do. So kind of like what we're doing with Benjen right now. So that's a really sweet one to have as a refinement. I like that a lot. Adaptive, proficiency required for the weapon reduced to 1. Proficiency required for the weapon reduced to 1. Oh, okay. So oh, wow. That is very powerful. That is extremely powerful. So you can use I mean, yeah, it's pretty powerful. So you can use like A and S rank weapons on a character that has like C proficiency. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right. Well, so the thing that I was going to say is that to clarify here from the developer, some interesting new ideas that I'm excited to introduce. I'm going to have to take a bit of time to implement them, and a balancing round in order before they're put in. I'll also be picking a few categories like historically accuracy that I may add in. Oh, where was it? Where did he say that? Maybe, let's see. They were somewhere, maybe it was on the Discord. Basically, you're saying, you know, there's going to be new animations because of the offhand daggers now, the throwing swords, the throwing spears. Obviously, there's going to be a balancing. So it's going to be a little bit before these are added in, but I did just want to bring this to your guys' attention, as well as the very final thing. One of the members on Discord has been doing a lot of work building up a wiki, and it looks like that's right around the corner. And then there's a there's a couple changes that need to be made for full Steam Deck approval. So they're not there yet, but they are working on that. The developer's also working on quests and new characters and dialogue for the story patch. I don't know how that's being added. This is the first I've seen it, so I don't know if this is like extending the story, if this is like side missions. I don't exactly know how this is working. So that's going to be interesting to see how that gets added into the current story as it is. But yeah, so that's the update. Wanted to bring that, guys, to you just in case you didn't see that. So let's go ahead and jump into those who rule. Oh, I also want to bring up real quick, because I had a weird little bug thing happen with my save. When I logged in, when I opened up the game after updating, one of my save files was not there. And unfortunately, shockingly, it was the one, it was my most recent one after I just played the last level for 3 hours. Obviously, not too happy about that. However, what I found, I went into, so if you go into where your Steam saves your games, and if you don't know how to get there, typically you go to your, it's usually C drive, users, you pick your username, whichever one you log in with. You go to app data, local, what is it? Local roaming, something like that. There's usually 3 options. There's local with something else, and then a third word that's not local. Go with the local something else. Go down to, it's like eBrothers, I think. And then in there's a text file that says like save settings, and then you'll see _1, _2, depending on what save slot it's in. For me, what happened is, so I have save slot, so basically save slot _1, 2, 3. For some reason, my number 3 got rewritten to _2 copy, and so it wasn't registering. So I just had to go in there, change it to _3, and it totally fixed it. My save is exactly where we were. Don't know exactly what happened, but just as a heads up, in case anybody else has that issue, that's how you fix it. So let's go ahead and jump in. And yeah, we got a little bit of story here to go through. Are you sure this is a good idea? Even out in the middle of nowhere like this, if somebody here recognizes us, nobody will. Places like this are disconnected from the rest of the world, purposefully. Just look around you. It's awful. They really make people live like this? I'm going to be honest. If they don't reveal these two are related, I mean, obviously he's not, because they haven't met anything, but blonde, brown eyes. Blonde, brown eyes. Like, so far, everybody we've seen that has same color hair and eyes has been related. So, I mean, technically, this is like orangish yellow, and this is like pea yellow. But, I don't know. More people than you think, though. Even for bondsfolk, this treatment is... How did you find this place? I was prince once. My father had many duties for me to attend to. Quelling an insurrection within the mines was one of them. When I saw this place, it changed me. Changed what I thought Fern stood for. You're quiet, Elias. What's the matter? It's just hard to face, that's all. It's always hard, learning the true face of your homeland. Still bear those scars. They're what guides me to this day. Oi, hands off, you bastard. That was the weirdest accent I've ever heard. Where? Don't look so on your guard. You stick out like a sore thumb. Look there. Don't touch me. Back off. Back off? That's my bread, you thief. I worked hard for that. We all work hard, but somehow you always end up with more than me. If I don't eat, I'll starve. Aye, what a unique issue you've got there. Guess the rest of us don't need feeding at all. Is that it? They're fighting? Over bread? Yeah, you prick. They're probably poor in the mines. Should have, Aye, it's in that one's hand, behind his back. Hardly more than a heel. Then why all the commotion? It's hardly more than a bite or two. You guys are so privileged. It's probably the only bite they'll have all day. I've never known a bondsfolk who hasn't gone hungry. Even you, Ileana? Drop it now or I'll beat your damn head in. Try me, you piss-drinking rat fucking piece of... Is that a drop dead moment? Oh my god. Dead. Yeah? In one strike. You don't make enemies in a place like this if you want to live long. If they're still standing when you're done, that just means they can come back when your back is turned. Oi, let go of me. He started it. It was him. Quiet. There's no excuse that'll get you out of this one. But I'm being honest. He was stealing, and I... Just shut up already. What a waste of life. I don't get it. The guards were watching the whole time. Why didn't they do something? It's nasty stuff. Surely you can't be like this everywhere. You'd be surprised, Marcus. You'd be real surprised. Let's head back. I've seen enough. But we've only just arrived. Surely, if you stay, we can see even more. That's precisely why I've had enough. Those will be the last lives taken by this place. Come on. Attaboy, Sliker. So, yeah, somebody set this prince up to take the fall. Alright, so we have a bunch of conversations here that we're going to go through. So let's, before we do that, couple little quick little tweaks here. So Serrated Spear, now that we have a refinement slot, I put on Expert, 2 attack and 10 hit if you have S rank or higher, and we certainly do, so that's been added on. Other things, unfortunately we're not here yet. Ileana took a little, detour in the last episode, didn't really get there. Crucible Bow, I popped on Enduring passive. This was an interesting one. I was going to put on the same one here, the Expert, to get some, but her hit is already so good, and I actually looked at this. Weapon now uses endurance instead of strength for attack calculations, and that just gives us +5 damage. So that seems great. I was just looking for more damage. So that's going to be a great little swap over. Nothing to speak of here. There's actually nothing that I really want right now on Taunting Spear, to be completely honest, and I'm broke. So there's that. Nothing here. Oh, Douglas now has Mithra's Idol. So this is one that we picked up in the last episode, refreshes all ability charges, just so that way he can taunt more. Because his AoE taunt, I think, only has 1 charge. This gives us 2. And other than that, Cedric now has a bigger shield. And I got to figure out something. Ajax has a new shield because he could fit it on. And I think I might have swapped Talon shield. Because I think maybe Ileana had a Crucible Kite shield. We put her on the bigger shield, and then we swapped Talon, so now he has a slightly better shield. And that's it for there. Not a whole lot of changes this time. So I don't know who the frick this guy is. Oh, you know what? This is probably an old... Yeah, okay, now that I'm thinking of it, because Rourke is wearing armor here, so unless he just all of a sudden has armor now, this has got to be an old conversation, right? We need an inside man before we make a move. The guards are well positioned, and we can't risk a frontal assault without knowing what we're walking into. Okay, so this has got to be from the rebellion, or at least what we think is a rebellion. Jorah Mormont? An inside man, huh? Let me guess, you're looking at him? You're the only one I trust to pull us up. Oh, wait. Let's see where he's sending him. The Southwest Mine is our best entry point. Security's lighter there, and the workers are most discontent. Southwest Mine, eh? Makes sense. It's poorly supplied, too. Easier to stir up trouble if the men already feel like they're getting the short end of the stick. Exactly. Get inside, rally the workers. When we attack, I want them ready to turn on the guards and spring the trap. Alright, I can do it, but I'm going to need backup. This isn't some simple rabble-rousing. The mine's foreman is sharp, and if they catch wind of me, things are going to get messy fast. You'll have backup. Once you signal, we'll strike fast and hard. The guards won't know what hit them. You better mean that. If I'm stuck in there too long without a cavalry charge, I'll be the one swinging a pickaxe by the end of it. You've gotten out of worse. Besides, I wouldn't leave you to rot in a mine. You have my word. Your word, huh? That worth much these days, my prince? You're asking a lot from me on this one. Infiltration, incitement, risking my neck to get the workers riled up. You better believe you owe me big for this. You'll be rewarded, Jorah. But more than that, you'll be remembered. The role you play in this rebellion will matter. To me, to Fern, to everyone. Okay, so maybe he wasn't... I mean, maybe he was a traitor, but maybe it's just for better reasons than was told to the people. You always know how to lay it on thick. Fine, I'll do it. But you better not forget this once you're wearing that crown, Rorik. You have my word. Now go. The sooner you're inside, the better our chances. Southwest Mine. Got it. Just don't take too long charging in on, alright? I'm not looking to be a hero. I'll let you handle that part. Okay. Yeah, okay. Oh, he doesn't have a beard. Yeah, these are all old conversations. General. Hey, that's me. Need something? Just looking to talk, that's all. It's not a problem, is it? Talking's easy enough, pass the time if nothing else, and I never thought I'd get the chance to chew the fat with you of all people. I take it you're something of a fan? Truthfully, your methods leave much to be desired, but I'll take what I can get. My methods? You're too violent, too uncompromising. Your zealotry goes too far, time and again, and yet there must be a reason you freed me, and not another. What? Oh. Wait. So this is current? So now all of a sudden he has armor and he's shaved? Well, even methods such as yours can be effective in the right environment, or perhaps the wrong one. And you believe Fern has become such an environment. Okay, yeah, we're in current times. You don't? You're sharp, as expected of a Ranger General. I have to be. My duty is to serve Fern, protect its best interests, yada yada. Still is. If you ask me, even if the Rangers are all dead and buried. Are they? I see quite a few Rangers around us right now. A few, aye, but not enough. We're a shadow of what we were before Crawford's purge. It's... You cared for them. Of course I did. They were my people, and they've been taken from me. I'm sorry, we can't take them back, but we can make them pay. That's all I want, Rourke. That's all. Can you promise that to me? I can. Then we'll get along nicely. So, you're the traitor prince I've heard so much about. I am. And you are? Okay, if he takes it on, then... Okay. Man, okay. I don't know what to think of this. Name's Ileana. Former bondsfolk, now ranger. Then I understand entirely. Come, sit. You must have a lot on your mind. Less than you'd think, honestly. I need to know one thing. Then ask your one thing, and I will answer with mine own. Why did you have to go and just... People like me have struggled for generations in this country. I grew up surrounded by misery, by the dead and the dying, and by those worse off even than that. You were a beacon of hope, though. Those who were old enough to remember... talk about you with a twinkle in their eye, with a fire that we just don't see anymore. And you took it away. You put fire under the torch. You killed so many, and then you disappeared, left us to carry the blame for all you did. For all your talk, all your grandiose ideals and lofty speeches, all the people you brought to your side, you only made things worse. You think to blame me for the retaliation of Fern's leaders, then? For the crimes they were permitted to commit in my absence? Let me ask you this, Ileana. How angry are you? How angry? Aye, angry. At what was done to you, to your family, your friends, your home, and the homes of all like you. Does it make you mad? Does it light a fire in your heart? Do you see the faces of the nobles that did this and see in their eyes all the lives they've taken? Or are you just sad? Sad that it happened. Sad that you can't stop it, but relieved a little that you managed to get away from it all. Both. I'm furious, of course. I want justice and freedom and more, but I mourn too. For the years of my life I've lost, and for all the lives I've seen lost the same way. And that's the difference between us. That anger, that rage, that's all I can see. I see the world for what it is, and it makes me furious. It's no mere tragedy. It's not just a sadness or lives lost, or an unpleasant past leading to an unpleasant future. It's a problem, and problems have solutions. I cannot afford to waste time mourning the dead. There are 100 years of corpses paving the path to today. I will not abide another 100 years to follow. I cannot. Even if you're only creating more dead in the process, the death will not stop for my inaction. I can only give it purpose, direct it, harness it into something positive, into change. But is that really true? Can you really say that after the crimes you committed? I can, for I committed no crime, save for waging war without winning it. And that is a mistake I intend to amend. Are you satisfied with my answer? No, but still, thank you. I've much to think about. Then I've managed to prove myself correct in time. You do indeed have a lot on your mind. Good talk, I think. Indeed. Ileana, you're a curious one, aren't you? Huh. And then we have one more with Elias and Rayson. Rayson hasn't had a lot to talk about, really. You've been quieter than usual, Elias. You doing all right? Better than I thought I'd be seeing him again. Hearing the truth about why he left. It was a lot to take in, but I think I'm coming to terms with it. Doesn't mean it's easy, though. No, it doesn't. I keep thinking back to when it all happened, when everyone thought he was a traitor, when they looked at me like I was no better. I hated it, you know, hated myself for it. I thought maybe they were right. Maybe I wasn't any better. You proved them wrong, Elias. You stuck it out. You kept your head down and let your actions speak for themselves. Not everyone would have managed that. Not everyone stuck around to see it either. You did. Don't start, Elias. I didn't do anything special.
You did more than you think, Rayson. When everyone else turned their backs, you stood by me. Even when it put you at risk. I don't know if I ever said it properly back then, but thank you. You're making it sound like I was some kind of hero. I wasn't. I just couldn't stand how seeing you were treated. Call it whatever you want, but it mattered to me. A lot. You're welcome then, but don't go making a habit of it, alright? I'm not much for heartfelt speeches. Fair enough, but for what it's worth, Rayson, I wouldn't have made it this far without you. You've been a better friend than I deserved. Well, someone had to keep you in line. Guess I just got stuck with a job. Guess you did.
So, Elias's father. So I didn't get a great bearing of what exactly happened in the last episode. So, was he caught up in the whole Ranger Purge? Because he said he got ordered. So, if Crawford, like disbanded part of, did he disband part of the Rangers? Like, did he order him to go to this prison? Like, is there something secret going on behind everyone's back that they don't know about the prince? Sent him into a prison and then put some of the Rangers like in charge of that prison? Political stories hurt my head. All right, so let's save and let's go. I have no idea where we're even. Oh, you're right. We're in the cave. So are we just taking down the guys that are beating these bondsfolk? Well, how do you feel? I'm not sure. All right, he's got this icon. We get to play him. If we could get away with maybe just having a story, a story image of him like this, but as soon as you see this, you know he's fighting. Uneasy to say the least. This isn't the first time we've seen such things, but never on this scale. Makes sense, you think? Maybe Caliph and her rebels have got the right idea. Even I never knew it could get this bad. That doesn't change anything. The rebellion took lives. Violence is not the answer to discontent. Elias, this treatment, these conditions. It's violence too, don't you get it? Just because it's quieter and spoken with chains rather than blades doesn't mean it isn't violent. And whatever pain those chains inflict is nothing compared to the Prince Caliph. Oh, Caliph and her ilk have made our people pay. I was like, Prince Caliph? Is it Caliph you fear, or is it what she represents? What? She represents the truth that the system you've devoted your life to is broken, that there's a path towards change, that your fear has left you too blind to walk it. This is pointless. Those people are suffering and we can help them, so we will. It's that simple. Are you with me, Elias? I trust you. Marcus? What Elias said. I mean, if you want my opinion, this Rourke guy's bad news. He's shown us the scales, but he picked out the weights. You know what I mean? I don't want to fight around people again. I still think it's wrong, so I don't like it. I don't like any of this. But look, if you trust him, then I'm here with you, and if saving these people is important to you, then yeah, we're on the same page. Well, Captain, do you trust me? It's not about trust, it's about being in the right place at the right time. Gotta take the chances we're given. You know what? That works well enough for me. Well then, shall we? Alright, we're taking this mine, freeing these people, and then we'll figure out the rest. On me, everyone. I'm gonna be honest, I think Marcus might be a better leader than Sliker. Okay. Oh, there is a... Man, this is a nice one. So, another thing that got changed is there is now a quick tooltip up in the top right corner, so we no longer have to open up this menu every time we want to see what a character is. So that is super nice. Love to see that. 14 units again. Pretty standard. Let's just make sure... Okay, so it doesn't look like we get to play with Rourke yet, if at all. Again, it would be weird to have his character in the game and then not be able to play him. So I'm just kind of going off that. But everything all here is all right. Our objectives here, defeat all enemies. Love it. No one escapes. Formation. So let's go ahead. We'll get our tanks here in the front. Douglas goes there. Where is my girl Rose? She goes there. And then our other one was... where is she? Where is she? Where is she? There she is. I'm just gonna separate them like this for now. Sven, you go up here with Ro. Salvatore over down here. Cedric goes here. Marcus is over here. Ajax is over here. Talon was with... Talon's with this squad. Cedric's with this squad.
Corvin's back here. Is that right? Hang on. I need my list. Where's my list? Where be my list? Oh boy, my list is not even close to open. Hold up. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Doop-a-doo. Doop-a-doo. My game's going crazy because it thinks I'm in game, but I'm not. All right, here we go. Forgot to open that. Apologies. So Talon. Talon goes with Squad A. Squad A we have over here. Yeah. So that's Squad A. Corvin goes with Squad C. And then Benjamin's over here. There we go. So we got Squad C, Squad B, Squad A. Oh my days. Holy Jesus Christ, that's a lot of enemies. We're going to be here a while. If this game has taught me anything, the chapters are not exactly short. Let's see. So we got Armored Boy here. Let's take a look. Where are my Armored Boys? We got one Armored Boy up here. And not too many. There's two. Oh, okay. We found our armor side. All right, so our breakers are going that way. Middle squad is, I think, gonna take this side. So we're gonna go CAB. And if you don't know what our squads are, again, check the beginning of last episode. I go over which squad is which. Okay, so because of that, let's put here we go. There we go. We're putting C squad in the back because I need the breaker squad to just break their way up through here. Okay. Save it. Let's go. Alrighty. Let's get this going. So, Salvatore, my man. Let's yeah, that's oh god, this hit rate. What is this hit rate? What is that hit rate? So, what we can do to help you out a little bit. Wait, why can't I switch to the bow? Wait, huh? Okay, that was weird. Okay. So I think that if we send... There we go. So we send a mark this way. Then Salvatore should have an easier time at least getting one kill. Oh, but in order to get the double... Okay, well, we at least got that. Obviously, I was hoping to get that, but, you know, don't get everything you want. Yeah, you get out of the bush. Don't need any bushwhackers here. Now, obviously, that opens me up. But I'm thinking that I want to have Benjamin come in here. Actually, know what I want. Want to create a little wall here. Gotta protect Salvatore here for a turn. And then we can bring Cedric up here. Does this guy just has a spear, right? Yeah. So I don't have to worry about getting doubled in the back. Yeah, so what is going on here? Why are some of my skills automatically activated? Hold up. I think I know why. Let's see. Where's the auto? I think this is a change, and I think this change needs to now be refixed. Let's see. Checkbox to disable auto ability selection. Auto ability selection now moved from the beta branch to the main one, and the fixes from changing weapons. Okay. So it looks like there's a setting for it. Disable auto select. There we go. That should fix that. Yeah, the auto select was not allowing me to switch weapons, so I definitely do not want that. Okay, Douglas boy. So we're gonna move you over here, and I think that I'm actually going to... Yeah, I'm gonna taunt these units. So that way I can start applying mark to stuff. This one is fine. I'm gonna be able to kill him. No problem. Oh, that's really annoying. Yeah, I don't like that at all. So, if I have this selected, I can't just switch to sword. I have to select attack, then go back to sword. Okay, so yeah, I don't like that at all. Hopefully that gets swapped. I'm actually going to have Talon get a kill here. Just... Nope. Never mind. I'm not going to have him get a kill. Talon's a weak little bitch boy. Now, the unfortunate thing here is that in order to get Melanie the refinement on her bow, I had to get rid of her shield. So that is a downside here. I'm going to have to play Melanie a little bit more careful than I would before, but it's not the end of the world. And then we got C Squad bringing up the back. Is there anyone that Corvin can heal? No. So maybe there's another quality of life change. Or it could just be that something got added that, and this change was just unintentional. That could definitely be the case. Okay, nice. Now we can start spreading mark around. Not very far, to be fair. Never mind. it's already spread. Okay, Ajax here. I need you... Oh, there we go. That's pretty decent. I need to be getting kills with Ajax. Because I gotta get his skill up. So I think Melanie's going to have the best shot at killing there. Actually, although now that I think about it... Oh, no. I can move Douglas. Duh. Duh. Oh, actually, hold up. How freaking fast are you? Yeah, you're freaking fast. Okay. Sure, buddy. Sure, buddy. Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll go for it. We've already had our turn. Frick! Frickin' dicks, man. Okay. Well, this is fine. He's got a pole arm though, so let's not do that. So if I put him here, he goes around. Because this is calculating for 1, 2, 3, 4 attacking here. But if I put Douglas, no, he can still go here. And actually, no, he can't. Because he would have to enter this square to get here. So he has to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then he can't attack. Okay, so putting Douglas here stops him from getting to Melanie. Right? Unless he is... well, he's a marshal. Have we seen marshals before? Oh, Marshall is basically a upgraded Lancer. That's why, because Lancers suck. That's why I haven't seen them. And I don't want to take a pole arm here. So let us see here. I think... Ooh! Oh, baby. Oh, baby! Yeah, Marcus, get this kill. Oh, baby! Ileana gonna get a good one. Ileana gonna get a good one. Ileana gonna get a good one. She gonna get a good one. Stab these boys in the butt. She gonna get a good one. She's gonna get a good one. And then she's gonna stab him in the butt. Then she's gonna stab him in the butt. But we're going this way. Might just soften these boys up. Really don't want Benjen putting his back there. That would not be some prime real estate, as we would call it. We can't get Marcus back here, though. Marcus is fine against these guys. Although, again, B Squad is kind of going this way. Actually, maybe B Squad isn't going that way. Maybe B Squad is going through the middle, because they're going to be taking on most of the... Yeah, we're repositioning here. Why did I think... Yeah, B Squad is going to go up the middle. And then C Squad is going to take the side. Because C Squad is the weakest, so I need to stop as many enemies from possible getting there. So removing 180 degrees of enemies, I think, is the way to go. Okay, so let's get... Let me think here. Unfortunately, these guys are in a line. I'd kind of like them to be bent. Salvatore's a monster. He's a freaking beast. Something, something, weast. Da da do da beat da ba da ba dee da ba da da dee da 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 dee da. There we go. Taunt him up. Ooh, tough miss. Tough break there, buddy. Tough break there, buddy, old pal. Okay. So let's soften these boys up. That does not look like soft. That looks like murder. Oh. But is this, or is that a risky square? No, we'll take a little bit of damage, but we just kill them. Or at least kill one of them. Then we can back her off. Play it nice and safe. Die, prick! Yeah, let's pull this guy in. Nice. Corvin gets a Never mind. Nice. Corvin gets a Nope. Just nope. Let's see. He gives additional hit. We're going to plop you right here. Benjamin! Okay, no, Benjamin's good. Get destroyed. Get murdered. That's right, you're just making him more angry. You won't like him when he's angry. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so Douglas here, yes, he loses evasion. But that's fine. He doesn't evade anything anyway. We're going to pop this so that way we have our full taunt since there's nothing else we can really do here. Do I have any pull? No, I have an... Ooh, I have an archer to worry about. That's troublesome. That is trouble. And I knew it when I walked in. Ooh, they just love lining up, don't they? They just love lining up. Okay, that's not good. Especially since this guy can dodge. So, we're gonna have to soften this boy up a little bit. You have a very low hit chance. Frick. Let's see. So, I think what we do here is Sven murderizes this guy for no charge. He gets angry. Ah, that's a problem. That's a problem. That's no longer a problem. You know how cute it's going to be if I push him here? You know how freaking cute that's going to be? Yeah, it was not cute. But what it does do, though... I mean, it makes this play kind of risky. Because... Wait. Hang on. I'm trying... So... Because we have a triple attack. Okay, we'll just play it safe. Because I think it goes me, him, me. I was hoping it would go me, him, me, but I don't think that's the case. Okay, we're going to get a little secondary heal here. Which does give me an extra turn. Let's save that turn for now. Let's go for the big ol' Hundy. Skill? You've got to be... Dude, you have a skill ring on. the one stat you don't get a skill in is a stat in is skill. Are you out of your god dang mind, Ajax? Frick you, man. Frick you all the way to heck. Ugh, God. That's pretty low hit chance. Do we go for the 1v1? No, because I don't win those. Do I win these? No. Ooh, I can get behind. Oh my god, his move is freaking insane. So I think we take this guy out. Let's see if we can get this. There's actually a way better shot that I just punch him to death. Okay, you know, when the situation calls for it, just punch him out. Okay, so SETI, you come up here, heal here. That gives you a full heal charge. And then I think... Good lord, he has 51 HP. Then I think what I'm gonna do... This feels like a waste. But I'm gonna give Ajax the extra move. Okay, I just want to see. Can you do... I mean... Your void isn't all that high, though. That's like such a weird thing to do. But he can't get a hit from there. Is that weird? To send... it's only 46% though. Yeah, all these can be shot. Can I get a shot off from down here? No. Basically, just don't want him taking a bunch of damage, if possible. Yeah, figures. It's okay. This is fine. I knew we could come down. What did I miss? What did I overlook there? Wait, what did I... You're not affected by zone. So I understand how you got around. How did you get around? You had 4 move. It was right here. 1, 2... Oh, I get... Duh. Right. You just had enough movement to get through there. So then let's do... Okay, so we get multiple turns, which is super nice. We get to spread mark over here. We get our extra turn. We spread mark here. We can then come down here, which is going to give us a bunch of extra hit, not only from the mark, but from Sliker. Okay, we get our kill here.
And then lastly, just to get a little bit of rank up on her. Oh, and I need to pause for 2 seconds, guys. Be right back. Alrighty, sorry about that, although you guys aren't really going to notice anything there. So let's see here. So gotta be a little bit careful here. So actually, what I think I want to do... Let me test this out first. Okay, so I would need to get her healed first for that. Right? Let me take a look at this again. 19 damage. We're at 13, 54%. Polearm user here. We bring Ileana here. Heal her. Yeah, then this is a problem. Okay, I think we have to take a little bit of a chill pill here. Yeah, we're gonna back off a little bit. And we'll leave Ileana here to rest. Give her a shield. So we're done here. Don't know yet where these guys are going to go, but I think I'm sending B squad up here. I wish I had a little bit more. I wish the camera could zoom out a lot more so I could see like the full scope of the battle. I didn't check for chests either. I don't think there are any. Nope, I don't see any. Yeah, because there's not a lot more enemies up this way. It's really just these 4 that I need to worry about with C Squad. There's a big density of enemies over here, but what I plan on doing with B Squad is taking these guys out and then coming up here and then potentially up and over. And then kind of pincer them. One's from the south, one from the north. Don't have a lot of units that can get to these guys, so I don't want to send Caliph up there just yet. So let's do this. Let's sit her on the healing items. Let's move Benjen up to the bush. Salvatore can come over here. Two, three. Nope, you could come down here.
God, row hits like a shit brick house. Or brick shit house. Shit brick house. That's not great. You don't want to live in a shit brick house, but a brick shit house, totally different. You might want to live in that. Ah, she doesn't have enough move. I was gonna see if she can get here. 2 more spaces. We can get her here, though. Yeah, let's keep working on getting her spear up. She's pretty close to getting up to A. And then I don't have to worry about this at all. And then I can put stiletto on her, so then she can get a second turn even without killing 2 units at a time. Yeah, I don't even have to check. If you're getting backstabbed by Sven, you're dead. Like, that's it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Let's see here. We got a champion up here. Benjamin loves that. Now, question. Okay, you're not even going to move. No one can get down here. There's no one else that's a problem. Judo smash. Let's see here. Salvatore's probably fine to do this. Let's see. So if we bring Caliph down here, we've got a bit of an issue trying to take out this guy, but I think we can get her done. Frick. Frickety frick. Okay, easy kill. I don't like my odds of hitting this. Honestly, I'm gonna punch him. Eh. It was higher odds to hit him on the punch. Okay, so I gotta be wary about zone of control here, actually, because you can just sneak around and backstab me. That's kind of an issue. So maybe, are we gonna ask for some help here? I probably should have shot with Ajax first. I don't even know. Could I have even hit you? Yeah, very unlikely that I actually hit you. I mean, we could ask for some assistance. It's not great assistance, though. Okay, I think we're just gonna have to live with our decisions there. We might be able to pull. I don't know if he'll wanna come for Sliker, but perhaps. So let's have Cedric come up here. Actually, you have a ton of block. Let's go ahead and restore your block. And also prevent Marcus from getting backstabbed. Like, if Caliph gets backstabbed, you know, it is what it is. If Marcus gets backstabbed and dies, I cry. Oh, you're a moron! Actually, that's to be expected, right? I mean, well, to be fair, they're not, you know, they're not bruised. Oh, so you're just... So you're just stupid? I guess you're just stupid. Hey, Jorah! Form up, men. Stay together. I didn't come this far to see you get killed. We hold the line until reinforcements arrive. What the hell is taking them so long? Is there a new objective? No. I'm gonna fight to keep these guys alive, though. Especially Jorah. You're a commando. He's got a cool passive. Okay, so we get you. We get to move again. Let's see. So we can just move this squad up. Ooh. Do we line them up? We line them up so we can knock them down? Yeah, that's right, Ileana. Run. Run! Give them the big smack. Okay, we're still worrying about this down here. This is still a little annoying. No longer annoying. Unfortunately, we don't get that turn. And then Mr. Maroney can come up this way. Benjamin, for right now, let's just stick you in a bush. Okay, now what are we doing down here? We do have some mark. We'll get him a little weak. A little weak in the knees. Okay, let's see. Do we care about the... Actually, I don't even care about the double taunt, because this guy... Oh, no, he could move in here. Yep, we taunt him. Right, because he could go 1, 2, 3, 4. And so now we just don't have to worry about that. Throw the extra turn to Ajax. Ajax can likely get a kill here. Hopefully. Get it, boy? Nice. Get that level. Get that level, get that skill. Because Lord knows you're not skilled. Don't you attack my bear, man. My pole's bigger. Theoretically. Yeah, get him marked. Yeah, get him marked. Get him marked. Frickin' get him, Jorah. it's so nice of you to help me out and throw me a mark. Well, that is just perfect. Thank you so much. Skill? Thank you. Oh, Ajax. You beautiful, beautiful man. Give me my lay turn. Alright. Let's group up. Tag team. Don't think... Yeah, I can't do anything there. So... Ileana, we got some sexiness here lined up. Oh yeah. Get that B rank. Get that B rank, girl. And then you get to come up here. Oh yeah. Freaking A, dude. Pull her back just to be a little cautious. Jesus Christ. I could just... Nah, no need to get greedy. I don't know for sure she can get that kill. Okay. I don't like that. Be too hard to get my other units up and around. Pull Salvatore off here. To help out Marcus. Man, really? You can't get this kill? No matter which order I put these, they if I've had this guy flipped, he backstabs me. If I have him here, he backstabs me. It's fine. It's not a big deal at all. Especially since he's a weak little bitch boy. Weak little bitch boy. Weak little bitch boy. Oh, that's great. Thank you, allies, for doing jack shit. Oh, frickin' A. Oh, and it's this prick? At last, Rangers, we finally meet again. Commander, your orders? Now that they're back in Fern, there's nothing stopping us. Weeks of tracking finally paying off. They're trapped in this mine, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Surround them, cut off their exits, give them no quarter, and bring me that boy Sliker. I'd like to speak to him myself before his end. Yes, sir. Are you scared? Yes, sir. Last time I faced the Rangers, that Sliker, The last time you faced him, I was woefully late. Not this time. Come, we will finish them together. Of course, Commander. I am honored to fight by your side. As am I, lad. Let's ride. Sliker! I see him. Think it was a trap? No, that's Commander Rickard. How did he find us? Were you followed? Doesn't matter. Look alive, people. We got more company. Keep him looking for a fight, so let's give him one. That they did. Okay, bye, bye, bye. Great, we have more defense. This unit is absurd. God, she's busted. Holy crap. Should have paid attention. Have 1, 2, 3, 4, so we can attack here. So I'll keep her here. Okay, let's see here. Corvin, I think, is going to branch off to help down here. So, let's do this. Ajax, you come up here. Please kill this guy. Fucking Ajax, man. Now... Oh, man, Melanie can't get over there. Okay, so that's not gonna work. I was gonna say, doesn't this move, but no, it has to be when he's already gone. Or when he hasn't gone yet, excuse me. Okay, there's a chance I just die to that. Let's have Benjamin work on this guy instead. That way he can block this unit coming down. Right, can't do that because he's there. Actually, if you want to attack Cedric, go for it. So I'm actually going to attack here with Salvatore. This might seem like not a very big deal, but because then I can bring Marcus up here, as opposed to if Marcus kills here, like, he makes no ground. This is at least moving 2 spaces. It's not a lot, but it's at least forward progress. To start working our way back to the group. And then there's this monster group that is a little troublesome. And I think I'm actually going to break Because these guys don't care, so we really just need to regroup here. Yeah. So A squad, we're kind of not fully break off here, but we're gonna kind of reconsider where we're moving to. Talon's really getting left behind here. He just doesn't have the move to keep up. How useless are these guys? Oh, wait, am I supposed to talk to them? No? I'm really not supposed to do anything with them? They just sit here and dirtle? Seems really weird. I mean, to be fair, every map that we've done so far with allies, they've done literally nothing. We haven't had many. The one that comes to mind is one of those, the super early one in the burning village, where they just did nothing. They just stood put and waited for enemies to come to me. I wonder if these just, like, aren't coded, maybe not properly, but maybe the developer just decided not to do anything with them. Because, like, that's kind of how it feels. It's just like, what's the point of even having them? Okay, gotta be careful of the paladin. Okay. I'm actually going to see if they want to spread the love a little bit. So that way I don't have 3 axes and a battle axe coming at Douglas. That seems a little bit like a no-win situation. And then we can just have Melanie finish him off, which will give us more move and attack next turn. Actually, I have to kind of keep you safe, don't I? Because you don't have a shield anymore. Why do I not have a damage preview? Oh, right, because I can't even jump at him. I actually don't even need to jump at him, to be fair. Should you guys be helping out down here? Let's figure out what I'm doing up here first. Because Marcus and Salvatore might just be able to focus over here. Okay, so yeah, we're at a point now where we're kind of grouping everyone up to take out this last squad, and then we got to worry about this. I'm curious if This says defeat all enemies, so I am assuming that these are included. And that it's not going to end just when these units get defeated. So let's see. If they want to split up, they can split up. Actually, we're gonna put you here so that way you can heal a little bit. Yeah, if you want to come brawl, go for it, buddy. Okay, so we're gonna keep her out of the fight for now because she's marked. But I definitely want her getting up and behind. So I think I'm actually... Is this risky? This might be risky. I'm actually gonna just have Benjen literally bum rush these guys. Let's get another healer down here. Because I have that health regeneration, so even if they come fight me, like, I'm gonna constantly be getting health back. Pretty good level, Douglas. Interesting that they chose to go after Douglas, though. Yeah, see, it's getting a little hairy. A little hairy. We got out of that turn. Oh, look at the little bitch boys. Look at the little bitch boys. Line them on up. Oh, I can't get a kill there. Can you help me out with that, bud? Oh, you kill him? That's right, because you go through the shield. Any other weak bitches over here that can soften this guy up? Benj, I think you just eat him for yeah, you just kind of eat him for breakfast. All right, we don't get multiple turns. Fine. I didn't want to have fun anyway. Oh, I guess I kill him first, so it doesn't matter. One, two, three, four. That's safe. That might not be the best option. Let's see. So I need to kill this guy to spread the mark back here. We get another turn. I can then kill this guy, which doesn't spread it, but it gives me another turn. We weaken with Douglas. Then we get Sliker up here. We kill here, which passes Mark to the guy behind, and then I can have Ajax come in. Gotta back Sliker up for now. Unfortunately, Ajax doesn't get a kill. No. He can get a kill. We bring Talon up here. Talon gives Sliker an extra turn. Yep, now we get extra attack damage. So we get a kill with Ajax here. Well, there's not a lot I can do with Sliker. I guess I can bring him over here and we can start working on these guys, perhaps. I don't necessarily want to pull them, though, because they're going to go through my shield. Same thing with Marcus here. A little bit sketch. Here, though, get out of the bush. Give me the bush. I want all the bush. So much bush. We get you out of here, which means that now Melanie is safe to come up here, get this kill. This squad is insane, and these units are fucking incredible. And Roe is pretty much just out of the fight at this point. Oh, you puny little bitch boy. Bitches. Bitch boy. I'm sorry. Did you think this was a fight you could win? I'm sorry, you misunderstood. You're trapped in here with me. God, it is just like clockwork. Like, it's just annihilation. Jesus, she's freaking broken. All right, so yeah, we got to turn around and kill these guys. I don't really think that's going to be a problem. Be completely honest with you. I think we're kind of good. You know, the last couple times we had to do this, we might have had, you know, less units, less abilities. Now you guys are about to get absolutely pub stomped. Just absolutely getting your world rocked. I mean, like, you guys might be going down swinging, but it's not, definitely not sugar. Cause sugar, we're going down swinging. Nope, you might be, but you're definitely dying on the way down. Okay. And at this point, there's no rhyme or reason. I'm literally just throwing all these units at them. I'll see what they want to do. Oh my god, you're going solo? Okay. I mean, if you would like to die an early death, I can make that happen. Where's Talon's? Talon's going down this way. My squads are all screwed up, but that's fine.
Oh no, you hit me for 3. Oh no, you hit me for 2.
Yeah, these guys were much more of an issue the last time we fought. Like, significantly more of an issue. So how would you like to die, buddy? I would like lay bush, please. Yeah, you're fucked now. You messed with Best Girl. Best Girl does not put up with shit. Get bricked. That was a fun level. The civ isn't over yet. I can still... Commander, your wounds. If you keep fighting, your lackey's got the right of it. Come on, Commander. Just give it up. Don't throw your life away. Sliker. Men like us. Better to die on our feet, don't you agree? No, he's a little whiny bitch boy. No, I don't... Yeah, see, he's... No. I've got a duty to keep my people safe. My people. Other people. Doesn't matter. I can't keep anyone safe if I'm dead. Yeah, I suppose that's got a kernel of truth to it. Fine. I surrender. Good man. Now go on. Out of our way. We'll come deal with you later. We've got a job to do. Looks like that's the last of them. Round up the survivors, take them into custody. We don't want the Bondshook to start settling any grudges against the guards. Fascinating. You got some commentary for me? A traitor to his homeland who refuses to stain his hands. Do you spare these men to spare your sense of morality? Your sense of honor? I spare them because there's no point killing them. They're just more people. Honor's got nothing to do with it. Indeed. Allow me to repeat again. Fascinating. Excuse me, what happens now? We got no coin to pay you with. Pay? We're not bandits. You've been liberated. What happens next is up to you. Liberated? You mean what? We're to go free? Captain, let me handle this. Fine. Is there a man among you who remembers my face? You there. You've lived a long life. Do you know who I am? No, I've never seen you before in my life. I'm sorry. Don't apologize. After all, how could you recognize me at all? It's been many, many years since I last walked free. Many years since Fern last whispered my name. But even if you do not remember me, you remember what I did. You remember who I was. You remember a time when Fern and her people rose up to protect you, to free you. I ask again, do you know who I am? Impossible. The traitor prince is dead. The news was inescapable. Every cry from the coast to the border spoke of it. If you called me a liar, then come. Look me in the eye. Say it with your chest. Say it like you mean it.
You're telling the truth, aren't you? Then this man, but how did he survive, and why? Doesn't matter. We're saved. He's freeing us like in the stories from the old war. Real or not, he's the prince in spirit, no doubt.
That's right, and from this day forward, I decree that all our people shall be saved. Every bondsfolk still in chains shall have those chains broken free forevermore. So go, be free, and tell the story of what happened here today. Tell anyone who will listen, the true heir of Fern has returned. But those of you who wish to join...
Oh god, I'm dying, help.
One water?
Dos agua.
This mine, now site of the first battle in the War of Liberation, shall be our base of operations, and I'll need hands to build it. Mind you, not the hands of a slave, the hands of an equal, one who would build a future alongside me, not because they are told to, because they share my dream. You are free. If you wish to leave, I will not stop you, nor anybody else. Your life is yours now. But if you wish to stay, step forward. I'm gonna assume they all step forward. Yep. Then let's get to work. Because, like, if you think about it, right? If these guys are slaves, and they're just released unto the wild, what do you think is gonna happen? Right? They have no money. They have no family. Well, they might have family. But it's just like, what do you think they're gonna do? Of course, this is, like, depending on how long they've been in the situation, this is all they know. So it's not like they're, it's a bit like Brooks in Shawshank Redemption, right? They let him out after decades and decades and decades, and he just couldn't you know, what's the word? Not re-socialize. I can't think of the word. My brain is fried. But yeah, so, like, they have nowhere to go. They're obviously going to help. They need something to do. You don't need to tell me that. No, I suppose I don't. Look at them all, man. They're so happy. Might be the first time they felt that way in years. Lifetimes, even. Feels uneasy, though. Rourke wants to bring his warp back. If it sounds like... Oh, it sounds like... I don't know. It's a scary thought, isn't it? It is. But I lived this life once before. Nobody deserves to go through what me and mine went through ever again. I'd pay any cost to make that a reality. Even if it means killing a bunch of our own people just to make it happen. Any cost. Sliker, what do we do with these prisoners? Let's you and I take care of them. You two, can you handle the busy work? No problem, boss. Might help take my mind off things. Maybe that's why you've been so mopey lately. You're thinking too hard. Must not be used to it. Hey. Come on, Elias. Let's get this over with. With lay prisoners. Commander Rickard, you seem hell-bent on causing us trouble. Does the Duke know you're here? No, but he will. I've already sent word of your arrival. Savor the taste of your victory while you can, Captain. It will turn to ashes soon enough. Charming. Thing is, I'm willing to bet he's not even in Fern right now. That war he warns about is about to come back to bite him, eh? Did you come here to gloat? I thought you above such things. Not to gloat, to figure out what to do with you. I can't just let you go without putting my people in danger. And that one there? What do you care who I am? I'm wondering how this boy got put in charge over any of the rest of you. You here to keep him in check? Elias is just... The captain is twice the man any of us are. I'm honored to serve him. Hold on a moment, I recognize you. We spoke at the pass. You were their commander then. Was he now? I was. Back then, I was in the same boat as the captain's in now. I knew that every mistake I made could cost lives, and the mistakes were piling up faster and faster. But Sliker, the captain saved me, made the decisions I couldn't, led where I faltered, and bailed the whole team out of my mistakes. So I gave one last order. It was the best thing I could do to keep the people I'm responsible for safe, and that's what matters most, don't you agree? I do, and I don't, too. Commander? What kind of a man are you then? Do you know? I'm a ranger. There are no more rangers. Where does that leave you? Captain, if it were up to me, I'd hunt you down to the ends of I'd hunt you to the ends of my life for betraying Fern, but I've failed too many times. Lost too many men to you. I won't lose any more. Boys like this one here, you aren't worth their lives. We'll march ourselves back to the Free States and stay out of your way, or you can kill us yourself. You there, what do you think of your commander's plan? Good? Bad? He's a good man. If he gives the order, I trust him. Besides, back at the pass, you spared me. I think maybe you're a good man, too. I'm not so smart when it comes to that kind of stuff, though. Maybe I am. Alright, go on. Get out of here. You are an interesting man, Captain. You too, Commander. I hope we never meet again. The feeling's mutual. I have something of yours, I think. My ranger insignia? That's right, you're the one who took it. I figure, even if the commander's right, and there's no such thing as the rangers anymore, maybe you ought to have this. Might keep you grounded or something, help you to know yourself. What's your name? Doesn't matter. I suppose not really. I hope it helps, or I don't know. I gotta go catch up. You alright? Yeah, just a lot to think about, that's all. God, you're always being so shady. Something is up with you. You and me both. You and me both.
And there we go, chapter 16 in the books.
Let's go ahead and save her, and we will save this bit of the story for the next time. Thank you everyone so much for joining me here today, playing some more Those Who Rule. It's been fun. What the frick is up? Man, my mic is doing the same thing that it did last time. What the frick are you doing, man? Screw yourself on. There we go. God dang you. Okay. Yeah, so that one was not too bad. You know, this game got a lot more fun as soon as I squatted up. Up until this point, or up until the point in the last episode, I kind of just like had the best units that I could put together and didn't really have a plan in mind, right? I kind of talked about that at the beginning of last episode when we were talking about the team, how like the only real synergies I had were Melanie and Sliker, just because they specifically had Mark, and I guess Abigail was there a little bit too, and Ajax is kind of playing that role now. But other than that, I didn't really have like a strategy going in, or a goal in mind necessarily, except for just win the map. And it kind of just ended up being a mess. A lot of times I would end up being like, oh wait, I actually need this unit over here. And there were just too many fights that were broken up and they were getting messy. And now with the units I have, like I have a strategy, or I should say I have a rough strategy with each squad of what I'm trying to achieve. You know, obviously Ileana is a freaking monster, and she can just like, you know, one shot any line of enemies. Once we get her to the point where she can use stiletto too, which honestly is probably it's probably only gonna be the last mission or two at this point. You know, Sven is always just doing Sven things. B squad is just a lot of really strong mid-range units that can kind of just solo two enemies by their own. And then A squad is just fun, just getting, you know, turns just up the wazoo, just a million turns. Yeah, just really fun. I mean, that's the thing, right? Is for me, I think the best part of any strategy or any tactics game is like 60% of the game completion to like 80 to 90%. I think that's my favorite part of every game. Or like I said, every strategy or tactics game. And the reason for that, the beginning is a little rough, especially like this one is a good example of that, because there's only 6 starting classes, right? As opposed to, you know, you start in let's even say a more traditional Fire Emblem, right? You have your probably Lord character. You get your, like, you got a brigand, you got a fighter, you got a, you know, maybe you got a troubadour or a Pegasus knight. You got maybe your standard healer, you got a magic user, you got a rogue. Like, you have all these different characters that act slightly differently. And so because there's
there's not a lot of like multi-tier progressing. Typically, it's just you have one class that promotes to one other. Obviously, sometimes, you know, you have some branching classes. Like I remember Fire Emblem 8 did that, right? Is that Binding? No, that's Sacred Stones, right? Sacred Stones had the options to start breaking off. And then I know they did that later, right? Like I've also played Three Houses. Three Houses was different though, because you could just spec anyone into anything and there was no real class identity, but you did have a lot of different trees of progression. So in terms of, you can almost think of progressions or classes in terms of horizontal or vertical, right? I would say something like, so something like a Fire Emblem, like Blazing, what is it? Binding Blade and Blazing Sword, right? Those games are more horizontal, where there's a bunch of different classes, but each one can only promote once. And then you have something more along the lines, even Those Who Rule. You could take a look at that and say it's more vertical, right? You have a much smaller selection of individual classes, but each of those classes has a bunch of different promotions. Three Houses would be a great example for vertical promotion. And so when you have a game like this, right, you have that beginning stage where, like I'd kind of talked about, it seemed like everyone was very similar, right? At the start, we didn't have a lot of extra abilities. They all kind of had very similar weapon styles. And the weapon styles in this game, there's advantages, but it's not like there's a weapon triangle per se. So while there are clear advantages to having there's advantages to having certain weapons, but not advantages in terms of like, this unit is going to be strong against these types of units, right? Swords are good against, avoiding. So they're technically good against axes because axes have a lower hit rate, and backstabs. Spears are good because you can get first strikes off all the time. Axes are good against chunkier units because you ignore some of their defenses. So there's some advantages there, but when you only have 6 classes, and one of which is a ranger class, you really have and then one's a healing class, you really have 4 melee classes. And so they kind of, they kind of all act the same. But now that we've broken off and we have a lot more unit identity, it just feels a lot more fun. And so the reason I say that 60 to 90% is because once you're if I'm relating it to this game, once I started getting pretty consistently, most of my team getting that first promotion, that's kind of when the game really kicked off for me. But the thing is, there's going to be a point, and we're kind of already near this point, where every unit is really built. We're kind of done building. For the most part, obviously there's some weapons that we could upgrade to Crucible. Based on what I've seen on the Steam page, I don't think that there's a lot of extra chests to pick up. I don't think the next map has any chests either. But there's not a ton of items in the game to pick up, which I think is, I'm hoping that the developer works on that, adds a lot more items, because right now the item slots, while they're limited in how many, because each unit can only use 2, the amount of items that are actually available, I feel, are pretty narrow. I would definitely want a bunch more to kind of further customize units. But once they're built, I start not losing interest, but it just doesn't drive me as much, if that makes sense. Another example of that, so we just got through doing our playthrough, our first playthrough of the dungeon half of Crawl Tactics. We haven't played the other half of the game yet. But once we finish the main run, so if you haven't seen Crawl Tactics, the way it works, it's a more roguelite. It's not quite, roguelite is actually kind of a poor term to use with it. It does have a roguelike element where you go in, it's just mercenary based Final Fantasy Tactics, Tactics Ogre style combat, and you progress through a dungeon. Each dungeon has its own map, kind of Slay the Spire-y, kind of. Make your way through each one of those. Then once you reach the end of 5 dungeons, you finish your run, you win. There's a second bonus section called the Abyss Gate that is a smaller dungeon. Each one is just 3 rooms. It's typically a regular fight, a more like a harder fight, like an elite fight, and then a boss fight. And then you go to the next floor. And then if you clear 12 floors, you beat Abyss Gate and you get a reward at the end. But once you enter Abyss Gate, you've kind of already built your characters. There's different ways that you can progress them. So in Crawl Tactics, you have a class progression system, a very in-depth class progression system. I think there's close to 100 different classes in that game. So you have that. You have rebirthing. So once you get a class up to its highest promotion level, actually, I don't even know if you have to get it to the highest promotion level, but basically you want to do that. So you get all the way up the class progression tree, you get to the highest class. Rebirthing brings you back to a base level class. And what it gives you is extra skills and passive slots. So in like, if you played Tactics Ogre Reborn, you know how you have like your four skills, you have like 4 passives, and then you have 4 spells, I think. Crawl Tactics is similar, and you start with 3, but then if you rebirth, you get a 4th slot, so it gives you more options. You can also just pick a totally different class. So like if you climb as you go, like fighter, oh, what is it? What's before fighter? Oh Jesus, let's just say it's skirmisher. It's not, but let's just say it's base class, fighter, berserker. Then you could rebirth down to like an acolyte, which is like a base level healer. And then if you wanted to, for some reason, work your way up to like priest and to bishop. It'd be a weird class because you'd have berserker skills on a priest, but you could technically do it. Typically you probably want to do like, you know, a melee class to a melee class. So like you get all your berserker skills and then maybe you reclass into like a spell sword. You can also, what's it called? Get a subclass. There's a bunch of customization there, right? But my whole point is that like once I got into the Abyss Gate, I was kind of done with my builds and I was kind of just playing to get to the end. There was no real progression being had. And so my interest was not as held as when I was actively working towards something. And so to bring it all back to those who rule, we're actually at a perfect spot, I think. And one of the interesting things in terms of game development is building your progression system around the like story and gameplay of the game, and to make it so that way you're not done like if we were done our builds at chapter 12, I would be so bored right now. The combat is good, but I always want to have a goal moving forward. And so it's good that within the next, you know, we're going into chapter 17, so it's 17, 18, 19, 20. So if we're done builds by 18, and then that leaves 2 chapters of like fully built, we're done, don't need to worry about any more progression, that's like perfect for me. So while I'll be honest, I'm not following the story entirely of what's going on. There's definitely like big jumps in the story, or at least to me it feels that way. Going from one chapter to another of like how we're getting certain places. Like I'm gonna be honest, I still don't fully know where what's his name, Ricard. There's too many R names. Rorik. I don't really know where he was being kept. And then there's the whole politics things of like who really is Crawford? Like he's a duke, but like what's his involvement? And then there's this whole like Iroquois thing. There's a lot going on. I don't keep up with politics very well when it comes to like wars and backstabbing and deceptions. I need like a chart to figure all this out. But anyway, that's my thoughts, where I'm saying like we're in the best spot of the game for me. I'm just having a blast with this. And I'm very excited to see where we go from here. So guys, that's going to do it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this episode of Those Who Rule, would you kindly smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this. But guys, I've been Ganyans. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Those Who Rule. I'm out of here. Have a good one. See you on the next one. Peace.